In the district, D.C. police under a microscope accused of not properly tracking stop and frisk data.
That's right. The Office for Police Compliance and Complaints, that is, says the officers are not complying with district law. D.C. News Now's Daniel Hamburg joining us live with the details here, Daniel.
Yes, Susan and Chris, the Police Complaints Board says some data is being captured from stops, but some key information required by law is being left out. In order to comply with the law and be more transparent, the board has made some new recommendations. Police stops in D.C. aren't being documented properly, according to the Office of Police Complaints and Interim Executive Director Mark Cross.
We do receive a number of complaints of allegations of wrongful stops and wrongful searches here.
The Police Complaints Board audited 77 random reports and found between September 2021 and March 2025, none of them had this stop card filled out with specific information about why an officer made a stop.
It is imperative to gather that data for the purpose of transparency and for accountability.
In response, Chief Pamela Smith said the report was incorrect, saying even though the fields under the stop heading were blank, the data can be found just below the section of the report OPC reviewed, and it's collected consistent with the law.
That section doesn't contain as much detail as the stop card does.
An ACLU report from February found 70% of people in D.C. stopped are black, even though just 44% of the population is black. For people who have been stopped by police, the details matter.
Those are the things that people get caught up in. You know what I mean? Because you didn't. So now you can just say anything. If you asked about it or go to court or whatever.
Smith said the fields to comply with the law are in their system, but not visible nor accessible to officers when completing their reports, something D.C. Justice Lab says isn't right.
This leaves MPD officers unaccountable for the stops they're conducting against our neighbors and residents, and it also leaves communities in cycles of harm from over-policing and profiling.
The Police Complaints Board recommends MPD make the stop card section a fillable mandatory field officers have access to, and they recommend MPD train its officers to fill those cards for every stop, with supervisors being held accountable. In the studio, Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.